Okay, so Aptakama Yukt Su. So, like now you will have to tell the sutra and the application. तो आप एक एक करके बता सकते हैं, जिसको भी पता है आप अपने नोट्स सूत्रा बुक साइड में रख सकते हैं, वटेवर, और उसकी हेल्प लेके बता सकते हैं। तो आप तो काम सू, तो यहाँ पर कौन सा सूत्र लगेगा?
सर रामयोग विष्णु सर्व विष्णु पदार्थ।
ओके, आप तो कामस, फिर इसमें सर रामयोग विष्णु सर्व,
आप तो कामा
155 आई थिंक।
यस
आप तो काम लाइक दैट। प्रभु आप पे जो थोड़ा सेट कर लेंगे, वो आवाज कर रहा है जब आप मूव कर रहे हैं उसको। श्रीकांत प्रभु।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, मैंने म्यूट कर दिया।
हाँ ठीक है, आप तो काम अभी ओके, यहाँ पर क्या लगेगा? एनीवन द फर्स्ट सूत्र? You can look at your notes and the sutras. Okay, first of all, which case is this? Which case is this?
The Saptami second case.
Saptami second and
Sashti second.
6.2. Okay. Just 1 minute.
Krishna se AOC.
Yes.
Krishna se AOC. So it will be Apta Kame and Os by that sutra. Then which one?
Apta Kamaya.
Yeah, which sutra? Means what will happen, like if you don't know the sutra?
I.
A becomes I.
A.
Okay, Apta Kame and Os, right?
Yes.
And then we combine them like that.
Okay, आगे इसको पढ़िए। आजकल प्रभुपाद जी कितने सुंदर तरीके से बता रहे हैं।
And yes, become Sara become.
Apta Kamayoho.
Yeah, Sara Ramya Vishnu Sargo, and then श्याम गोपाल प्रभु आप क्या म्यूट कर सकते हैं? वो पीछे से बजरंगी प्रभु की आवाज आ रही है। आपको जब बोलना है तो अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं। सो सर राम और विष्णु सर्गो, सो आप तो काम ही हो। सो यस, तो किसी को कुछ पूछना तो बीच में पूछ सकते हैं कि ऐसा कैसे हुआ और ये सब। ओके यस प्लीज।
चतुर्थी पंचमी बहुवचन।
Okay, then which sutra will be applied?
वामन और त्रिविक्रम हो जाएगा। सूत्र
कौन से सूत्र से?
कृष्ण से वैष्णवे बहुत्वे।
उससे क्या होगा?
The final A of Krishna becomes E. when the Vaishnava follows.
A becomes A. So Madhavi, yes, and then we join them together, and then
Madhavebhyah.
sir around it, like that. Okay. Yes, here. Which is the first sutra to be applied?
Firstly,
बामन गोपी राधा भ्यो नुडाम.
वामन गोपी राधा नुडामी.
गुरुजी मैं देख के बोल रहा हूँ.
हाँ कोई बात नहीं.
क्या यार मैं भी देख के बोल रहा हूँ.
हमने वो पहले ही बोल दिया कि देख के बोल सकते हैं.
मेरी मेमोरी इतनी अच्छा.
तो एनीवेज, वामन गोपी राधा नुडामी, तो इसका मतलब क्या होता है? प्लीज एक्सप्लेन द सूत्र. देख के ही बता दीजिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं.
वामन गोपी राधा के बाद अगर आम आता है तो नुट इंसर्ट आगम हो जाएगा, तो आम की जगह नुट हो जाएगा.
तो यहाँ पे वामन पूर्व निमित्त कैसे है?
पूर्व.
हाँ, कैसे है पूर्व निमित्त वामन?
छोटा आ.
हाँ, बिकॉज यहाँ पे वी हैव अ शॉर्ट ए, दैट्स व्हाई. तो अर्जुना एंड नुट का सिर्फ न रहता है, सो विल जस्ट राइट न एंड आम, तो ये जॉइन होता है. फिर उसके बाद विच सूत्र विल बी अप्लाइड?
Uh, 169.
Which is the sutra?
169. Vamanasya Trivikramo Nami.
Vamanasya Trivikramo Nami. Vamanasya Trivikramo Nami.
Vaman becomes Trivikram
when Nam follows. So Arjuna Nam, like that. Done. Okay. Yes, please.
Just.
Which is the first sutra to be applied?
Dashavatara. Yes.
Dashavatara.
Am Shasho Arama Hara.
Dashavatara Dam Shasora Rama Hara. Then
दशावतारस्य त्रिविक्रमः शशि तस्मात् सोन पुंसि.
yes, like that. Okay. Then
So इसमें दो सूत्र लगे हैं, 156 and 157.
Then which sutra?
Ta ina.
Krishna ta inah.
And then
द्वय मिद्वय ए.
चलो कम से कम ये सूत्र तो बाय हार्ट याद हो गया. एनीवे बाकी सब भी हो जाएंगे धीरे धीरे। ओके यस प्लीज।
कृष्णात ने यह
Which case is this first of all?
4.1
Okay, Krishnath near yaha, so कौन आया था? And then
कृष्णस्य त्रिविक्रमो गोपाले
ग्रंथाय okay, then yes, which case is this?
पंचमी फर्स्ट।
Okay, now sutra.
श्री कृष्णात नासिर आत
Then
दशावतार एकात्मके मिलित्वा त्रिविक्रम।
yes, Raghava. Okay, then yes please. Which case first of all? Or which case is?
0.2, 4.2.
4.2 5.2
3.2, 4.2, 5.2, 3 times.
yes yes
Okay, sutra. Just now we heard from the Shri Mukh of Abhinandan Nitaya Prabhu. Sutra here.
कृष्णस्य त्रिविक्रमो गोपाले।
Yes. Krishnasya Trivikrama Gopale. Okay, then yes.
1.3 Sue Aujas।
Sutra.
जा हट जाएगा तत्र षट जगपायिका।
हाँ हाँ,
उसके
अच्छा है
बाद
आपने ये सूत्र मेंशन किया। अच्छा लगा। तो वो तो हट जाएगा, फिर उसके बाद
उसके बाद सा विसर्ग में आ जाएगा और ये दीर्घ संधि हो जाएगी।
तो पहले दीर्घ संधि हो गया और सब विसर्ग में आएगा।
नहीं प्रभु जी, पहले दीर्घ संधि होगी।
दशावतार एकात्म के मित्र
दशा
और फिर ओके then
षष्ठी फर्स्ट।
कृष्णात न सहस्य।
I'm just trying to give, different words for with each so that it makes some sense to us. Nrisimha, Chandra, Milana, and so on. So, Sya, and then we join them. Nrisimha, Sya. then here. Quite simple actually. No?
ये न चला जाएगा और ई मिलके ए हो जाएगा.
Other way. Yes. Here.
So, कृष्णस्य ए वैष्णवे बहुत्वे.
Okay. Then enough for any more sutra?
मरणेषु
Sutra?
वन 170 भूजी लंबा वाला.
हरिमित्र
बैटरी खत्म होगी. Yeah, Ishvara Hare Mitra, that one. Ishvara Hare Mitra, कं यज्ञ प्रत्यवृत्ति सस्य शौनम विष्णु सर्गधान्यपि न तो विष्णु पदाद्यंत साथिन.
कैसे याद करते हैं?
प्रभु जी, इसको हमने कम से कम 1 लाख बारी बोला होगा throughout my grammar study. तो मरणेषु, तो इसमें देखो ईश्वर, हरिमित्र, विरिंची, they are all Krishna's name. विरिंची is Brahma's name. Anyway, तो व्याकरण बोलने के साथ साथ buy one get one theme. मरणेषु. Okay. Then this is 8.1 Sambodhan. Yes, please. Okay, what is this 8.1 Su known as, first of all?
संबोधन.
And according to Jiva Goswami, what is Sambodhana known as?
बुद्ध.
Buddha. Okay. Then what will be the sutra applied here?
Uh, 172 E-O Vamanabhyo.
It means when we pronounce it, it is like A and O, not E. Like, because E is like an English pronunciation.
In English, yes.
Yeah.
So Buddha will disappear.
A O Vamanabhyo Buddhasya Adarshanam. So Shyam, that's all. And rest is normal. Yeah, we did almost. Okay, one more thing is remaining. Yes, please.
All of this.
कृष्णाद भीस एस.
Okay. Then
इन तो ए द्वय आई.
then
एंड सररामयोर विष्णु सर्गो विष्णु पदंते.
yes. Then here. Which sutra will be applied here?
Dasavatara,
Huh?
Dasavatara,
Dashavatam
Sasur,
Aramahara.
Yeah.
Aram, Hara. So, here, delete किया, Aram.
फिर हम उसको जोड़ देंगे विक्रम.
From
Okay. Here.
Brahmano. Udvay Au.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all. Krishna word. So these are all Krishna words. Why? Because they all end in the short with a short So these are all Krishna words. Please. Okay, so clear or any question somewhere here and there? So next.
Somehow, like
Like here
how
they
how do we define paranimitti and purvanimitti? Not
Yep.
not exactly like this question. Like a panchami, how we define panchami, sasti in the sutras, just like
Means, see, now we have studied aramanta words, means the words which end in a, shorter. So now we are supposed to know what is the Panchami Vibhakti of any Krishna word. So it's Krishnat, Ramat, and so on. And so whenever in the sutra we see something like Krishnat, Rama, Sarveshwara, something like that. So we get to know that that is Panchami Vibhakti. And as we move ahead, with other words, so we'll get to know the endings of all those words, like the words ending with short e, the words ending with long e, the words ending with u, o, and so on. So when we gradually get to know all those words, so we'll,
and how to identify karya and karyi.
yeah, means Karya takes Prathama Vibhakti and Karyi takes Shashti Vibhakti.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like all about the Vibhaktis. So by now, we are supposed to know the Vibhaktis of at least the words which end with short a. Like that. So now we are finished with the Krishna table. But now the task is doubled. First of all, you have to memorize that Su Ojas table. And now you have to memorize the Krishna table. And if you don't have Krishna table, so I will not send, you will have to make yourself and memorize because we have done the sutras. So Sumojas is, the table is with you. Sumojas, Amosha, Stabhyambis and so on. And Krishna table must be there in the book, in the PDF. And if it is not there, then congratulations, then you will have to make and memorize. Krishna, Krishnam, Krishna, Krishnam, Krishnam, Krishnan. Because if we don't memorize, then there is no use doing these exercises. Okay? Any more question or something? Some clarification?
Guruji, I have a question not related to this chapter, but in general about Sanskrit grammar.
Okay.
Like, because you were also telling that you worked so hard to learn. So my question is like, according to you, what is the proper age to start learning Sanskrit grammar?
Means ideally, since the childhood, it should be, like rather than focusing on the other subjects which they focus in the schools nowadays,
Yes.
like the science and commerce and arts and this and that. Means, of course, whoever is interested in that field also they can take up that thing, but there must also be this course, officially it should be there, and emphasis should be given. So I think since childhood it's very nice because it takes a lot of effort, and we have to memorize many things here, and basically it's a very good intellectual exercise. So when we are little older in age, so we are already occupied with many things, our jobs, our services, this and that, family. So, and when it comes to learning Sanskrit, so then Sanskrit itself takes a little part of our brain, I'll say. So means for everything, not only Sanskrit, childhood is the best age to start anything. Like even Bhakti, Prahlad Maharaj says start from 5 years. So anything should be started since childhood. That is good actually.
And Puruji, I have two more questions related to this only. Another thing is like, for example, like my son is 7 years old. So is it like we should start with Panini grammar, or directly we can go to Harinamamrit Vyakaran?
Means see, Harinamamrit and Panini, they are like, it's not that Harinamamrit is step 1 or step 2 and Panini is step 1.
Okay.
Means they are like same grammar systems, but difference is Jiva Goswami has simplified the terminology, and he has converted all the terminology on Krishna's name, and he has more systematically presented it actually, in comparison with Panini Muni himself presenting it. Nowadays, even the Panini grammar also is very nicely presented by many, after means post Panini period, many commentators, they wrote commentaries on Panini, like Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi, Siddhanta Kaumudi. So they are all based on Panini, and they are also good versions. But for Vaishnavas, Jiva Goswami says that I have created Harinamamrit for the Vaishnavas. Vaishnavartham Achinmaha. So Harinamamrit Vyakaran is good enough actually.
So means this is like sufficient in itself.
Yes, means Panini has 4,000 sutras and Harinamamrit 3,300 something. And only a particular portion is not included by Jiva Goswami. And that portion is basically, it deals with the Vedic Sanskrit. Means Jiva Goswami do not expect the modern Vaishnavas, means us, to go in that depth to understand, the Vedic Sanskrit. And Vedic Sanskrit is quite difficult and quite different from the normal Sanskrit that we read in the commentaries and in the books, Bhagavatam and Ramayana and Mahabharata. Like in the Vedas, the Sanskrit is a little bit different. So that to understand those differences, Panini Muni has given some 600-700 sutras, and which Jiva Goswami didn't include. So that's all, and otherwise everything is the same.
Yeah. And Puruji, last question is that in our tradition, have you seen girls also learning Sanskrit? They also do that?
Generally, see, Vyakaran is a part of Veda. It's like Shat Vedanga. Have you heard of Shat Vedanga?
6
Yes,
Vedanta.
Prabhuji.
Yeah, 6 Vedanga.
6 Vedanga.
So, what is that verse? Vyakaran is one of those Vedangas.
Yes.
Vyakaran, Nirukta, Jyotish,
Yes,
Chand.
there is that shloka. I just forgot it.
Achha.
So, and Vedas, girls are not meant to study Vedas actually.
Yeah.
And so it automatically means that even the Vedangas should not be touched by the girls. So ideally it should not be, but like in modern age, like when we are studying grammar, so we are studying basically to understand the Vaishnava philosophy. So I think if there is any Brahmanical tendency in present day girl, and she is inclined to study grammar, not to understand the Veda, but to understand the Vaishnava philosophy nicely. So personally, I think that it's not an issue in modern age, like, because I was reading just now. I was reading an hour ago that Striyo Vaishya Tatha Shudras Tepi Syu Papayonaya from 9th chapter. That from Bhagavad Gita 9th chapter, and Krishna says that even the Stri, the Shudra, the Papiyonis, they can all come to me and they can also become devotees by my mercy. So if their goal is not to be engaged in karma kanda and so on, because if anyone is involving himself in studying the Vedas and in the practice of Vedas for the karma kanda purpose, then all those restrictions are there. You know, you have to be a man, you have to be a brahmana, you have to be a dvija, and so on. But if the purpose is to please Krishna and it's fully a devotional intent, so then it's not an issue, because we are not doing for any personal gain, and we are just opting anything like anything for for the pleasure of Krishna, so that we can understand tatvatah the scriptures and so on. So this is my understanding upon whether girls should study or not. So means in ISKCON, like ideally we are not encouraged to engage in karma kanda and so on. And in ISKCON, like nowadays, even female diksha gurus are also allowed. And I don't know, means that's also a different issue which we should not be discussing.
Yeah.
But I'm not for it, or I'm not even against it. So I have no opinions on that. But my point is that even girls can take part if they are interested, and if they are really interested. Generally, girls, they are not that much interested into such details in general, but there can be exceptions. Who would like to understand like that. Okay.
Yes, bro. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Okay. किसी को
हरे
कुछ
कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हाँ
प्रभु जी, बुद्ध जो संबोधन किया, तो उसमें कभी कभी एक केस ऐसा दे रखा है, रहता है कि हे राम, भो राम, तो वो भो शब्द आ जाता है या हे शब्द आ जाता है। तो संबोधन में हम लोगों ने वो शब्द नहीं डाला।
हाँ, क्योंकि जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको हमेशा श्लोक या कहीं पर हे या भो मिलेगा। आपको एक नॉर्मल लिखा होगा, जैसे कृष्णा कृष्णा महाबाहो, ये फेमस वर्स है भागवतम से।
यस प्रभु जी।
कृष्णा कृष्णा महाबाहो, तो अब यहाँ पर हे कृष्णा नहीं लिखा है।
ओके प्रभु जी।
तो हे हो भी सकता है, हे नहीं भी हो सकता है, पर हमें समझ आना चाहिए कि दिस इज संबोधन।
यस प्रभु जी।
इवन हरे कृष्णा महामंत्र में कौन सा संबोधन है, मतलब कौन सा हे यूज करते हैं? अगर हे होता तो एक माला 20 मिनट में खत्म होती, हे कृष्णा तो आप सोचिए हमारा क्या होता। हे कृष्णा, हे हरे, यू नो व्हाटएवर, बोला भी नहीं जा रहा अभी तो, समथिंग लाइक दैट। सो ओके,
यस।
और किसी को कुछ पूछना है, कुछ बोलना तो कैन, यू आर फ्री टू शेयर एनीथिंग।
प्रभु जी, ये हमने जितना भी किया, जैसे अभी आपने स्टार्टिंग में बताया था पुरुषोत्तम लिंग के लिए, तो अभी बाकी सब लिंगों के लिए फिर से और भी सब सूत्र आएंगे अलग अलग लिंग के हिसाब से।
हाँ, वो हम अभी नहीं बताएंगे, क्योंकि वो जब आएगा तभी हम बताएंगे, अभी हम डर जाएंगे उससे। होंगे या नहीं होंगे,
आने वाला है। हाँ, ऐसा आएगा, आने वाला है।
वो देखेंगे जब आएगा तब पढ़ेंगे, फ्यूचर में ऐसे नहीं बताना चाहिए।
अच्छा
ये पॉलिसी है हमारी कि हम जितना पढ़ रहे हैं उतना ही डिस्कस करेंगे, फ्यूचर का डिस्कस नहीं करेंगे।
ओके।
क्योंकि फ्यूचर का सोच के फिर हम अभी से प्रेजेंट में हेडेक लेने लग जाते हैं। लाइक देयर वाज वंस अ लेडी, अनमैरिड गर्ल, और उनको बताया गया कि यू आर गोइंग टू गेट मैरिड टू सच एंड सच पर्सन। तो उस गर्ल ने फ्यूचर का सारा हिसाब किताब चालू किया लगाना, कि मुझे पूरे गृहस्थी में 2 लाख कपड़े धोने पड़ेंगे, 3 लाख चपातियां बेलनी पड़ेंगी, ऑल दोस कैलकुलेशंस। और फिर उसने आखिर में डिसाइड किया कि मैं शादी नहीं करूंगी क्योंकि मुझे इतना काम करना पड़ेगा। so sometimes such calculations are not needed actually. तो इसलिए we will not disclose, we'll just go with the flow and enjoy and relish, simple. Okay?
Yes, bro.
Okay, so भक्ति रस सबको दिख रहा है ना, भक्ति रस सामने सुन।
यस।
हाँ, ठीक है, तो आज हम यहाँ से स्टार्ट करेंगे. We had finished reading till here इत्यादि श्री भागवते, and we'll start from here. अथ तत् तत् उत्कर्ष हेतुम स्वरूप लक्षणम आह. So now, prior to this, like all the references we had studied, okay, one poll or one question I want to ask to everyone, like if we skip commentaries and if we just study the mool shlokas, then we will go, quicker. But if we study commentary, then of course we will, go deep in the subject, but we will be like slower in comparison with the other option. So I was just thinking that I'll ask all of you whether we should skip commentary or we should, go slow but read it nicely. Like, what is your opinion?
Means Prabhuji, skipping commentary means you will just read it you will just explain in your words in English, or means how it will be like?
No, means
Like right now we are.
if we skip commentary by Jiva Goswami, it simply means that we will just discuss the shlokas, and I may or may not discuss the commentary even. So, and may not point can be like more. We may just simply cover the meanings, and we will go in depth of the shloka itself also, but we may or may not cover the points from the commentary. So that is that option. And another option is that we go slow, but we generally see this is the first verse of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and in this verse the commentary is quite long. Hare Krishna.
Sorry, Prabhu, we lost your voice.
हाँ, वो actually कुछ connection में problem हुआ. तो I was just saying that अगर हम सिर्फ श्लोक पढ़ते हैं तो हम कमेंट्री को शायद से नहीं भी पढ़ेंगे, पर हम श्लोक के मूल को अच्छे से समझेंगे कि क्या श्लोक कहना चाह रहे हैं. और दूसरा ऑप्शन है कि हम कमेंट्री पढ़ सकते हैं, क्योंकि सिर्फ पहले श्लोक की कमेंट्री थोड़ी ज़्यादा बड़ी है क्योंकि एक इंट्रोडक्शन टाइप है, पर बाकी आगे हम देखेंगे तो बहुत छोटी छोटी, मतलब एवरेज कमेंट्री है, लाइक एक पैराग्राफ है या कभी कभी 2 पैराग्राफ है. तो आई जस्ट वांटेड टू जानना चाहता था कि क्या ओपिनियंस हैं.
कमेंट्री पढ़ना अच्छा है प्रभु जी.
Okay, one opinion.
I think we can go with the slower.
We can go
and deeper.
Yeah, slower and deeper. Okay. 2 opinions.
Yeah, Prabhu, means like because we are having the class every day, means 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
So the frequency is high. So I think we can. My opinion is we can go with the commentary.
Mm-hmm. वैसे, if we finish this first commentary, the commentary on the first verse, then okay, let's just see, the size of other commentaries actually. So this is the second verse, and the commentary to the second verse is this much only. See, 1, 2, 3, only 1 paragraph.
Yeah.
And the commentary to the first verse is quite longer. It ends here. So let's see for the third verse. See, the third verse is only this much commentary. So I think we can go with the commentary,
How many verses are there, Prabhuji, actually? Means if,
in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu.
yes.
I didn't count it actually. Means I don't like those how many verses, how many chapters. I just know that 4 waves, and 4 waves are there, and we are studying the first wave actually. So I didn't count it, and I didn't even hear anyone mentioning any count of shlokas from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Okay, so we'll go with the commentary. I got my answer. Atha tat tat utkarsha hetum swarup lakshanamaha. So Jiva Goswami had made the point. He had given 4 reasons. Okay, what is the first reason? Anyone? That Krishna is referred to as Vidhu in the verse. What is the first reason? Or any reason out of 4? We have been discussing.
He he is means he awards liberation even to the asuras.
To the asuras. First reason. What is the second reason?
He attracts everyone.
He attracts everyone, or he actually surpasses everyone in opulence, in majesty, and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the third reason? What is the third reason of his supremacy? Yes, we have been discussing this point since last 3 classes. So, Asuranam Mukti Pradatvena was the first point. See, just by reading twice or thrice, I even memorized without any efforts. Asuranam Mukti Pradatvena Swavaibhav Ati Kramatvena. And what was the third point? That he can bestow happiness up to the happiness derived from Krishna Prema to the jivas.
So may you please show where is in the PDF, because I'm searching.
Yeah, I'm intentionally not showing just to here.
Swaprema Mahasukha.
Yeah. And what was the fourth point? Swayam Bhagavat. That he is the supreme, he is Swayam Bhagavan. So Jiva Goswami mentioned these 4 points, and he also gave references. Now, the cause of all those reasons are being given here by Jiva Goswami. Means even the cause of all those 4 causes are given here. Akhil rasaha vakshyamanaha shantadhyah dvadash yasmin tadrisham amritam paramanandha eva murtir yasya saha anandam. So Akhil rasa means all the rasas, vakshyamana, which will be described in the future in the book. Shantadhyah, starting from Shanta and so on, which means Shanta Das and so on. And they are 12 in number, Dvadash. So all these 12 mellows, beginning from Shanta and so on, reside in whom? So Shri Krishna is the one in whom all these 12 rasas reside. Tadrisham Amritam Paramananda. So when all the rasas reside in one personality, so he becomes Amrita personified. Rasa and Amrita, they are very synonymous. So means all the rasas are in Krishna because he is Rasaraj, Rasaraj. And so he is he's like Amrita personified, and his personified is here Murti Paramananda, and his body is full of spiritual happiness. So this is the meaning Akhila Rasamrita Murti. So this is a breakup of Akhila Rasamrita Murti, which was given in the main verse. So now references will be given for this thing. It's very nice actually, the way, the style, the commentary are presented, that the commentator will first bring up some point and they will substantiate that point with references from scriptures. And Jiva Goswami and Vaishnava Acharyas, they mainly bring references from Srimad Bhagavatam, because Mahaprabhu, Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanam Amalam Prema Kumarthamahan, because in Mahaprabhu's line, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself accepted Srimad Bhagavatam as the supreme authority. So all his followers naturally follow Mahaprabhu's style and way, and they quote Srimad Bhagavatam like left and right, I'll say. So Ananda Murtim Upaguhya. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Ananda Murtim Upaguhya. this one, 10th canto. The ladies of Mathura had repeatedly heard about Krishna, and thus as soon as they saw him, their hearts melted. They felt honored that he was sprinkling upon them the nectar of his glances and broad smiles. Taking, this is Ananda Murti Upaguhya. This is taking him into their hearts through their eyes, they embraced him. Upaguhya means embracing. And whom did they embrace? Ananda Murti. So Jiva Goswami is basically trying to pick up this phrase Ananda Murti from Srimad Bhagavatam. That's why he only quoted, a part of the third line of the full verse, just to show that Shri Krishna himself is the Ananda Murti. So this is the way they quote scriptures. Second reference he gives is Tvai eva nitya sukha bodha tanau anante. This is also from Bhagavatam. Yeah, 10th canto. Tvai eva nitya sukha bodha tanau anante. Tvai, within you, indeed, eternal happiness conscious, whose personal appearances, who is unlimited. The translation is, whose unlimited transcendental forms are full of eternal happiness and knowledge. So basically, he's full of happiness, eternal happiness and knowledge. Because Jiva Goswami mentioned him as Paramananda, so he's giving reference for Paramananda from Srimad Bhagavatam, that he's the abode of the eternal happiness and unlimited happiness. Then the third reference he's giving from Srimad Bhagavatam is Murti, that he is the Murti of all the rasa. So this is very famous verse, Mallana Ashani, from Srimad Bhagavatam. Oops. Mallana Ashani. Ashani. Mallana. Yeah, here. This is when Krishna entered the fighting arena in Mathura. So the various groups of people, okay, we'll read Sanskrit. Mallanam Ashanihi, Nrinam Naravaraha. So basically, when Krishna and Balram entered in that arena where the fighting was to happen, so all different people, they observed Krishna according to their own rasa and their own mood, their own mellow. So the Malla, we say Malla Yuddha. The wrestlers, they observed Krishna as Ashani. Ashani means lightning. Nrinam, the people in general, the males, Naravara, for them Krishna was like the best of the men. For the Stree, he was like Cupid, Smaraha. Cupid personified actually. Because, one more thing, this Murtiman word is very nice. Because Cupid in himself, he has no body. Because Shivji, burnt him up. So it's like, it's also like, what do you say, a taunt to Smara, that you have no body. But Krishna is like Cupid personified. Gopanam Swajana, for the Gopas from Vrindavan, Krishna was Swajan, a family person. For Dushtas, Asatam, and for the Shiti Bhujam, means the kings who were cruel, adharmic, for them he was Shasta. Shasta is the ruler actually, one who gives punishment. Even Yamraj is known as Shasta. One of his name is Shasta. You know that when Yamadutas, they approached Yamraj after all the things happened when Vishnudutas chased them away. So all the Yamadutas approached Yamaraj, and the very first verse they spoke to Yamaraj is Kathi Santihi Shastara. Anyone remember that? Anyone remember that verse from 6th canto? Kati Santihi Shastara. Because Yamadutas were very much angry because prior to that incident, they thought Yamaraj as the sole superintendent or controller or the master. But when they were disappointed, so they were asking, Kati Santihi Shastaraha. And how many Shastra, how many controllers are there actually? So, you know, Shasta also here and Shasta also there, a connection. Swapitraho Shishu, and to Nanda Yashoda, he was a child. Bhojapate, to King Kansa, he was Mrityu personified. For Avidusham, unintelligent people, he appeared to be the totality of material universe. This is quite, for me, it is Achintya Bhedavid. Means how, like, Tattvam Param Yoginam. For the yogis, he is Param Tattva. For Vrishni Vanshis, he is Paradevata. And so likewise, everyone they witnessed Krishna as per their own mellows, and this was only possible because Krishna contains all the mellows. That is the point Jim Goswami is trying to make here, that he is Akhil Rasamrit Murti. So all the people witnessed Krishna in different mellows prove this principle that he is Akhil Rasamrit Murti. This is the point. तस्मात् कृष्ण एव परः देवः तम ध्यायेत रसयेद इति गोपाल तापने भ्यश्च. So Gopal Tapani Upanishad states that therefore Krishna is the Paradeva, he is the Supreme Lord, and it becomes one's duty to meditate upon him and to relish him. Relish him means, you know, to relish him means many things. Tatra api rasa vishesha. Okay, from here on, the section changes. So, like till here, only the Akhil Rasamrita Murti, only that word was explained till here. The next word was Prasrimara. What was that word? Prasrimara Ruchi Ruddha Taraka Pali. So till now, we just studied the commentary on this particular word. Now tomorrow we'll read the commentary on this. So, yeah, any question, anything to be said? कोई कुछ बताना चाहते हैं, पूछना चाहते हैं? ओके, तो हम यही रुकते हैं.